Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. This is episode 3 of the One Mic Podcast. I'm your boy, Rod. I got my man Keith with me.
What's up, y'all?
My man T, D, and our special guest, Eddie.
You already know.
Filling in for Reese.
We want to let everybody know, new to the podcast, to go check the links in the description. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud. All of those links are in the description.
Facts.
Hit the notification button and the subscription button for us. That'll help us out a lot.
Yeah,
we're just going to get right into it. Last night was the Khabib versus Conor fight, and it was a crazy one. What we got to talk about, y'all?
We're gonna start.
Fuck that Khabib, man. Nigga weak, yo.
Start the podcast off the same way. Every week.
I promise you.
Fuck this nigga Kanye. Fuck this nigga Khabib.
Fuck Drake.
He's mad because young nigga lost up.
Man, fuck that too, man.
Like, I was going with Conor. I was going with Conor.
Well, here, actually. Break down what happened for people who
All right.
know what happened.
For those who didn't see the fight. The entire card was crazy from beginning to end. At least the main card. We didn't see the prelims. So the main card had 5 fights on it. One being a women's, I believe, bantamweight fight. Or not bantamweight, flyweight fight. And that one wasn't all that exciting. It was a bit back and forth in the first 2 rounds, but nothing special happened in that fight. The remaining 4 fights on this card, though, okay, I'm not even going to start with Conor. We're going to start with...
let's just touch and go.
we're going to touch and go. So, the fight after that, I believe, was the Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
And
That was crazy.
I can't think of the Russian guy's name.
Vladimir.
It was Alexander something.
Yeah.
I'm racist. I said
So... This man, Derek Lewis, was getting his ass whooped the entire fight. The entire fight. And
Gassed out, man.
11 seconds left.
In the last round.
He hit this man with one of the hardest punches I've seen in a long ass time. Laid that man flat out and proceeded to hit him probably 4, maybe 5 more unanswered times that the ref could have easily stepped in and stopped him from.
He wanted to make
landing
sure.
on this man. He definitely wanted to make sure he was out. So that fight was crazy. It was an entire crazy card.
The best thing about that fight was the post. Like him interviewing Joe Rogan.
It was definitely wild.
He was hilarious.
He was going.
He was rolling.
That nigga was saying the craziest shit. He said,
Shout out to Trump.
shout out to Trump who called me and told me to knock this motherfucker out. That's crazy.
Man, what else he say? He said,
folks,
fuck what you talking about?
He told the reporter that he like,
Shit.
fuck you
You
talking
get
about.
crazy shit like that in interviews in the post-fight or whatever, but he just was too real.
He said he was gas. He said, I got some up like that now.
He said, fuck all that. Fuck what you talking about?
So I'm coming from weird you on your show.
It's like they
Nigga took off his short. He said his
It's
balls
like they
was
took that
hot.
nigga out to say. He
hot.
said, nah, fuck all that. I ain't saying what y'all want me to say. I'm gonna be me.
Yeah, man.
That was a great fight, though.
Yeah, that was a
Really,
great
really
fight.
good fight. What was after that one? It wasn't the Tony Ferguson.
It wasn't Tony
Pettis
Ferguson.
fight.
It was
Who fought that?
It was a dude.
Derek Reyes.
No, it was a dude from
Reyes and
Haiti. Over in St.
Yeah.
OSP.
Dominic Black
Reyes.
Reyes. Yeah.
Dominic Reyes.
He
lost.
He lost.
He got his ass whooped. But the thing about that fight that I found to be pretty fucked up was, again, in the closing seconds of this fight, Reyes landed a 1-punch knockdown that could have been ruled knocked out.
Yeah.
But the referee allowed OSP to stand back up, and if he stood back up, he was just going to wave it off and had to go to the judges' scorecards. I personally feel like if you get knocked the fuck out like that and you're on your back
he was on his back
for a
laying
minute.
Yeah, he like
number of
he
seconds
didn't go up
without
to
getting up
guard. He just
exactly.
like, yeah.
That was a
He was
knockout,
looking
man.
straight in the sky,
Yeah.
just knocked the fuck out, and when he came back to his senses, then he stood up.
Yeah.
At that point,
Way before
because
Yeah, that
the punch
shit-
landed, the punch landed before the bell.
Yeah.
So that was clear. The punch landed legally before the bell, and it laid him flat on his back. But yet he was allowed to stand up. I thought that was real fucked up. Because that goes a long way when you think about it. That goes a long way as far as what your record shows. Mm-hmm. He's undefeated. But now, instead of having a knockout on his record, he has a unanimous decision win on his record. But when you're in contention for getting title shots and shit,
you need that on that.
That on your resume is going to put you above, the other people.
Really against him, because that guy he's not weak.
Exactly.
So a knockout against him would have been phenomenal.
In the ref's defense, I mean, a little bit, like, usually people rush him after they knock him out. Yeah. Even he was a little confused about the whole thing because he knocked him out like a walk-off homer. Like he knocked him out.
We've seen Roy Nelson do that numbers of times.
That's true.
We've seen what's the other guy's name? Damn. I can't think of his damn name. It's a Hawaiian dude. Anyway, but we've seen several dudes do that, and they walk away after landing just that one punch that they know is knocking this nigga the fuck out. And they just walk away, and the ref gives them the win. So why wasn't that the case here? He was allowed to stand up to.
He should have a KO on this thing.
That was crazy.
That was weird.
It was a good fight, though.
Really good fight. Another really good fight.
He set that punch up crazy too.
He did. He did.
Boop.
So after that one, it was the Anthony Pettis versus Tony Ferguson fight. Fight of the fucking year to me.
Right.
They were going at each other, back and forth. Like, they was landing crazy ass combinations. They was pulling crazy ass tricks out the bag.
Yeah.
And I thought that was another fucked up case where you want to see this fight go 3 rounds, but it gets stopped due to injury, and that just fucked.
That sucks, because that would have been another phenomenal third round.
That last round would have been crazy as fuck, just like the first two. So I was.
But then again, I'm not mad at it because he's a good fighter, and I would hate seeing his ass beat just because.
Man, we gonna get to that. We definitely gonna get to that because the fight itself, the Pettis and Ferguson fight, the fight was far better than the fight of Khabib and Conor.
Yeah.
But the story to Conor and Khabib was bigger than the story.
Because Tony Ferguson, they have similar styles, so they was just striking.
Exactly. They were just throwing at each other, like doing crazy shit and landing a lot of shit. Like Tony got knocked down twice in the second round and still won the fight. So it was a crazy ass fight. Anthony broke his hand in the second round and wasn't able to come out the corner for the third round, so they had to call that fight off.
Yeah.
But it was crazy as fuck, and that led into the main event of Conor and Khabib. Oh man,
I thought I was better than the.
I'm gonna let y'all talk. I've been running my mouth. Get into that fight, man.
So Conor and Khabib, the Eagle, whatever his last name is.
Khabib.
Yeah, another great fight. I had Khabib winning. I don't even know. Should we talk about the fight, or should we just go to what happened after?
No, let's talk about the fight round for round. Let's go round for round.
First round, Khabib comes out, gets the early takedown. He didn't want to stand up with Conor in that. I mean, no, or did he land? He landed a power shot.
Early takedown.
That wasn't the first one?
That was
Okay.
the first
Okay,
one.
that was
First
the
round, he got an early takedown.
He shot
no
the
damage
ankle.
done to either of them.
Right.
And he laid on top of
He kept it
Conor
on the round,
entire
the whole round.
The entire round.
Second round, he didn't do a lot of damage.
Second
but
round, he stood up for a little bit.
The second round is where he landed.
He landed that huge right.
That overhand right.
And that rocked him, and he rushed and tried to hit him with that knee. I wish he would have just took his time with that, but he does not like Conor, so he just rushed and tried to take that nigga head off with that knee and missed that and kind of let him get his kind of composure back.
Yeah.
But that round was a good fight. Third round, I think I would give that round to Conor. The third round.
No,
the third round?
It was even.
The third round, no, I gave it to Conor.
Yeah,
I gave Khabib the first 2 rounds with him landing that big overhand right in the second round and able to. I think he took McGregor down once in that second round also, but McGregor was able to get back to his feet. So I gave Khabib the first 2 rounds clearly. The third round, it was more of a stand-up exchange between them.
And Conor landed a lot more.
He landed more significant strikes in the third round.
More.
And the fourth round is where it all happened.
It all went down.
It all went down in this fourth round. So
that was another good round. Like, they stood up. Khabib he was standing up a lot more than I thought he was going to try to.
But he looked scared out of his fucking mind to stand with Conor.
Which he was.
The punches he did throw while he was on his feet, they were thrown in attempt to
shoot
significant, set up a takedown.
Mm-hmm.
So he was fortunate enough to land those big shots, and that's when he was able to get Conor to the ground again and successfully get the not rear naked choke. It was a neck crank.
Submission.
So that neck crank, he held that motherfucker in at least 3 seconds after the referee told him to stop.
Yeah.
And that
and
was,
then he got
like
up.
you were saying, it was just that bad blood.
Yeah, they don't like
He talked good shit.
He talked
he let
real
him go,
good shit afterwards.
But that's all
Conor,
good shit.
Conor always
Ref was
talks
pushing
shit.
him away.
It was a lot personal than.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, but Conor, he usually talks shit to everybody, but
No,
this
but
was
this
like
one-
kind of like personal.
that was
This was kind of like personal. This
Because
was like
he was talking about, Conor said something about his dad. You know, he's like,
I don't know. I wonder what Conor said about the Islamic faith or whatever. Because he said, you don't talk about religion.
yeah,
You
he
don't
said
talk
that
about
too.
country. He said, he must have said something.
Catch
Just,
that, yeah.
Habib was not, like, he wasn't going for that nigga. And to top it all off, I think the bus incident back in, was it June or April? Where he threw that chair through the bus or a ladder or something. Which I think Conor's side was throwing shit at the bus too. Like, it wasn't just Conor. It was Conor and his boys threw shit through the bus. So the whole thing is just like crazy. It was building up, like, and it overflowed.
It overflowed.
It
to
overflowed.
The point where this man Khabib took it upon himself to the gate of the octagon against security's, rules of staying inside the octagon after a fight. He hopped the gate.
Let me interject right there.
He
really quick.
threw his mouth guard first.
He
went to the other side. He threw his mouth guard. I don't know if it got through through the fence, but he threw his mouth guard. Started talking shit. The nigga must have said something. He said, "Fuck that shit."
He said, "Fuck
He said,
all of this
He
shit."
hopped over the
hopped the gate
octagon
and proceeded to whoop the asses of everybody in Conor's camp. He went after the entire squad of McGregor niggas.
I heard he must have landed some. I can't remember the dude's name, but he had that blonde hair.
Yeah,
that's what he was going after.
Yeah.
No, but he wasn't going either though. If you look at the footage,
He
I
caught
see
them niggas like
Habib,
sleeping.
yeah.
he started to. I don't know if he was just like people were pulling away, but it looked like he was kind of like he didn't expect the dude.
Well, I'm not going.
Bro,
Habib
look at the footage.
Habib,
You know the lights. He
adrenaline.
started swinging
Adrenaline at an all-time high right now. I'm not going. Nobody was touching him that night. But
look at the
they
footage,
said
bro.
that they security had escorted that dude out. I can't remember his name, but he's part of Conor. I think
He was
Cut
swinging.
Manners, corner dude, something. But he said that he was like wobbly. So I think Habib must have connected with him.
Yeah, that nigga was
Yeah, because he was.
I saw the sheriff fucking swinging. Everybody was getting the fucking on.
Everybody. Yeah, Dana. The post-
Meanwhile, all of this is occurring, and Khabib's entourage came into the octagon from 3 different angles. One of them hopping the gate, one of them going through the gate door, and another one who I believe hopped the gate also. The one who came in over the gate behind Conor must have hit him 3, maybe 4 times unanswered. This is a fighter who just fought for 20 minutes straight, who lost the fight, and you jump in the octagon to fight him more, to beat his ass, and he just lost. I can't respect that. I can't respect a man who's even in the mindset to commit an act like that when this man just lost in front of all of these fucking people. Yeah, he said what he had to say about you and your camp, but at the end of the day, your man took care of business.
I mean,
your man got in the octagon and beat his ass.
Right.
So what's the point of you getting in the octagon now to beat his ass again.
Right.
Like I just
mean,
don't
like
understand.
I can see like when Khabib hopped the fence to fight Conor Entourage.
Yeah,
And then
I mean,
your
if
entourage
he's
go
in
ahead
his
and help
feelings
you out.
about shit that's still got his
mean,
blood.
I'm saying, like Khabib
It's like so
entourage
much
should
of
go ahead and
religion.
help him too, though.
You know, it's
That's
so
another
much of
good point.
religion.
That's another good point.
And your
that
dad,
goes towards
you
his
know,
religion. Yeah,
you can't just be hush about it. You know.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, for all of that shit to transpire after the fight, and for him to still walk away with his belt, to me, I think he should have been disqualified. I think it should have been a no contest on that fight. This is personal. I know you feel a different way too.
I agree
but
too.
I think he should have been disqualified, and this is not just because
Conor
I was
lost.
going for Conor.
Yeah.
Because even if the tables were turned, even if Conor won the fight and he was the one to get out the octagon and fight Khabib's camp, and Conor's people got in the octagon to fight Khabib, I would have still felt like, no, Conor, what the fuck are you doing?
Right, you won the fight.
You can't get this belt. I'm not going for that bullshit. Like, it's a point. There's a line that just should not be crossed.
I feel like no matter what, it would have happened though. Which
is fine. Which is fine. Even if it happens, there still has to be consequences.
Yeah, exactly. So they're,
And I read this morning that Khabib's entire purse of $2 million is being withheld.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a dime of that. $2 million.
So he gets to keep the belt, but not his money.
Stupid.
Right.
He ain't gotta check that.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit.
I don't know how long they're withholding the purse, but as of right now, he's not being paid. So I'm guessing they're probably going to conduct,
Some money,
investigation
yeah.
into everything that transpired and see if he is going to get paid.
Because he literally started everything.
Yeah, he
yo.
did. Yeah,
Ain't
he
no
started
beef worth
everything.
$2 million.
I want to interject about the hopping over
Fuck
the
that.
ring because I could have didn't. Who hopped over the ring and got in? It was either Jose Aldo got in Conor face, or did Conor hop out the ring and get in Jose Aldo face before they fought?
It was Jose who hopped out the octagon.
Jose
But
hopped out the octagon, got Conor
he
face.
hopped out the octagon and got in someone's face.
Right.
He did not get out the octagon and punch someone in their face. There's a difference.
I didn't see. I'm gonna act as his
There's a
lawyer right
difference
now. I didn't see a punch from Khabib. I saw him jump out. I haven't watched the video. I only saw it, but
You need to watch the video.
I probably need to watch better angles. I'm gonna get into
Because
the whole thing.
Khabib was swinging on multiple niggas outside of that.
Did he
octagon.
swing first? Or
He
did he-
hopped out first.
It don't matter.
Of course he gonna swing
But that's
first.
the same thing as Jose Aldo did. Just because nobody threw a
doesn't
punch
matter.
doesn't mean that you didn't jump
Doesn't
out.
matter.
So if Habib jumped out and got in his face and somebody swung on Habib first, that's not Habib's. I mean, it's his fault for jumping out.
Exactly.
But people
So,
jump out. It
either
doesn't
way,
happen.
it's his fault.
Habib is not the first person to jump out the octagon.
Either way,
though.
it's his fault though, right?
Yeah, but is Habib the first person to jump out the octagon and get in somebody's face?
No.
But he
Exactly.
was obviously going to.
No, I just want to talk about
first.
that because people who jump out the octagon, he's not the first person to do that. I want to throw that out there. And for two, the whole thing has been built up, and I don't like now that they're trying to make it seem like Habib is this terrible person when 3 months ago,
That
Conor
motherfucker
McGregor-
can kiss my ass.
Conor McGregor
No.
threw
Oh,
a chair through a bus full of your fighters, injured one to the point where he couldn't fight and had to get surgery, injured another innocent person.
And
That's way.
He was fined and is being sued by
Yeah,
4
exactly.
different
Yeah,
people
but he
that were
wasn't-
on that bus.
But he wasn't suspended. I don't think
Yeah,
Dana
he was-
White
he
fined him at
was-
all.
No.
He was
UFC,
fined by
he
like
didn't get fined by
the
UFC.
commission, but Dana White, they didn't do anything. That's their golden boy. Conor McGregor can do no wrong in the UFC. So the fact that he can throw some shit through a bus and injure motherfuckers to the point where you got to get surgery and injuring people that have nothing to do with your company because Habib is in that bus is okay. Like, yeah, he had to do anger management, I believe. He had to pay for the bus. I don't even know if he got fined. I'm
No,
sure.
he didn't get fined.
I haven't
I
seen
didn't
it.
see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen how much it was. I know he had to pay for the
So-
bus and he had to do community service.
But he still suffered. I mean, he still suffered the consequences for what he
No,
did.
yeah, barely. He got a tap on the wrist for throwing that. You're talking about a man that had just beat up. He just won. After all that happened, they waited months and they fought. And there's more shit. I think what did Conor try to throw a chair at him at another press conference or something? Or he picked up a chair and did something.
Well,
Conor
listen.
Conor has been adding all this fuel to this fire, and like we said, it finally erupted on a night where they're fighters. Their adrenaline's high. Like I said, Khabib was not the first person to jump out the octagon and let his emotion get the best. He's human. People do that.
First to hop out the
they're both fucked up. I mean, both could be true.
I feel like
Both could be. I'm
not necessarily but y'all bad for Conor, but that's
there's no feeling that. But the fact that they want to strip him of his title and all this, no.
Yes, because this is a business. At the end of the day, this is a business.
Conor represents your business too when he's throwing chairs through buses.
Did he have a title to take?
What do you mean?
At that time, did he have a title belt?
No, but you can get.
He should have won.
Exactly. He could have been suspended. He should have been suspended if we're going to go. He should have been suspended for that.
Should Khabib be suspended?
If Khabib is suspended and Conor wasn't suspended for his chair incident, I don't know. If what Conor got is the same thing Khabib should get, that's not outside the ring. That's your fighters. That's your company. Like I said, if we go to, if we work for Walmart, we go to a Walmart picnic and get into a fight, we're still going to get fired. You represent your company. That was a UFC event. Conor, I don't even know what they got into it about. Conor, they were leaving, and Conor's throwing shit in the bus, fucked up the driver, fucked up some other dude's hand who had to get surgery on it and missed the fight.
I heard something happen like earlier in the day.
Yeah, that Conor probably started.
He got on the jet. Yeah, he got on the jet. Like it wasn't even about Conor. It was about somebody in his crew. They said something to him, and then he got on the jet that same day. And flew over. Yeah.
Right. It's
like, who goes
crazy.
Who just get on the jet? Like, oh,
throwing like that. When I saw that, that's what I kind of was like, all right, Conor, he's fucking too much. That's past the line.
That's
Conor passes the line first.
Conor is UFC.
People, because like in boxing, people get into it with training camps and shit all the time. Like, that happens in the fight world. That's not like unheard of for like a nigga to get his emotion. Like, people do that all the time. Like a nigga, like a cut man, will swing on like a boxer.
There shouldn't be repercussions for that.
There should be
what you're saying. It's just like,
if there's gonna be repercussions for Khabib that seriously, why Conor got nothing? He got a smack on the head because he's their golden boy. Conor McGregor can do it. So they can't. You can't just blame Khabib like, oh, Khabib is just
honestly starting a fucking
the whole
huge
point
brawl.
is
Throwing fans, there's people that was
the whole point is that Khabib won the fight. Khabib won the fight. So like after he won the fight, he should have said, "Yo, fuck you. I got my belt still. Flex on him."
No, that's
like you doing extra. Hop out the fucking gate and fight. Like, you won the fight.
It's hard to do that.
For one, like, you was choking nigga out for like 3 seconds more after the fucking referee stopped you.
It's hard to do that.
Like, you won the fight, so let's
say it's hard to do that, though, if a nigga, if a dude talk about your religion and all your people that you
care
about.
We get it, but
y'all took care of it in the octagon, though. Y'all took care of the octagon.
Let's say you had a kid, right? And then you got to beef with somebody, and then somebody talk about your kid. What you gonna do?
I beat his ass, I win the fight, leave it alone.
Alright, so, like,
I'm not gonna escalate the shit. I mean, what's the point of escalating?
It's already been escalated.
Religion is like, it's
and that took care of that in the octagon. He won the fight.
He did win the fight, but y'all, I think, ignoring how much of a showman for one Conor is, and how much of a showman that Khabib is not. Like that shit. This is Conor was doing all that chair throwing and all this shit for press and all that stuff. Khabib was like, this nigga, like, you threw a chair through like, can you imagine some shit like that? That's way past the line of you jumping out the octagon and.
So let me ask you.
I don't think so. No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's not.
No.
So what Khabib did was worse.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's no I haven't even to say that.
This is that was secluded. That was their entourages.
This is UFC
This
event.
is at the event. There were fans there. They are fans.
Those are fans.
Do you know how many lawsuits can happen from one person hit?
He attacked Khabib in the underground parking lot of this event, where it was only a chair.
He threw a bus.
Okay, do you think he's trying to kill someone? Like, he could have. He threw a chair. Okay, he could have killed someone.
He could have. What you
This
mean?
nigga literally jumped out
So y'all don't
into
think that
fighters,
jumping out into
fans.
the crowd could create enough of, hysterical people?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's way more dangerous than a nigga throwing a chair at a bus.
If it was an average fighter, would he would have got suspended? If it wasn't Conor, right?
If Conor threw a bus, or
if an average fighter did what Conor did, they would have got suspended and got smoked, right? But
absolutely. Yeah, let's not be naive to star power, though. Let's not be naive to star power.
Conor is UFC.
If you understand that, then you should know that it is what it is.
Floyd is boxing.
At the end of the day, Conor has no say-so in the punishment. He has no say-so in the punishment that's handed down to him.
Dana White, he's controlling Dana White, bro. Like I feel like he got something on Dana White that he can do whatever he want to do.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
He doesn't, because at the end of the day, we understand that Conor is evolving. His antics have gotten bigger and bigger since the beginning of his career. Yeah. In the beginning of his career, you saw just the talking back and forth. Then the next fight, you'll see him doing the pushing and shoving of the opponent. Then the next fight, you see him throwing like water bottles at the fighter that's trying to leave the press conference. Like, his shit has escalated
UFC
from fight to fight.
Telling him to do that.
Exactly.
Nobody was really talking about UFC before Conor got.
If that's the case, then, like I said, it is what it is.
Like the sport
is
for that. But then, so it is what it is with the beat.
He's making the sport.
Okay, but he should also he does not have that star power.
So Conor can do whatever he wants.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what you're saying.
To them, I'm not saying he should do
I'm not
whatever he
even
wants.
talking about like what they do to suspend him then. So why do y'all feel what Khabib did was so much worse and then what Conor did wasn't?
I'm not saying, I think y'all are getting this misconstrued.
I think it's worse.
I'm not saying that what Conor did wasn't wrong and he shouldn't have been punished for it. I think he should have been suspended.
Exactly.
I think he should have been fined. I think the people that are suing him should sue him.
They should.
Okay, so if y'all hear me saying that and then say that I feel what Khabib did was worse, that's not me saying what Conor did wasn't bad.
Which one was worse?
Khabib jumping out of the octagon, fighting an entourage with fans surrounding this entourage.
Yeah, like it's kids and shit. Like it's
grown ass people on that bus too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. That were hurt.
Those weren't kids.
That were hurt. They weren't kids.
Okay.
There was a UFC fighter that had to miss a fight.
Someone so the fans can't get hurt in that situation.
Who got hurt last night?
Exactly.
Who got hurt last night?
I'm not saying fans can't get hurt.
How do you know that?
Exactly.
You haven't heard shit, have you?
But from the Conor McGregor thing,
we know that.
Yeah, that was, we know things.
Okay, so let's. Okay, so I also read this morning that Conor is choosing not to press charges against anyone in his camp.
He got no. He should.
No.
What he did, he shouldn't sue nobody.
Yeah, he should.
Okay, so right there, y'all are understanding that he's acknowledging that what happened was out of his control.
His fault.
Possibly.
And possibly his fault. He may feel that way. But that's still not saying that what Khabib did was justified in any manner.
I'm not saying
which is what you're trying to do.
No, I'm not trying to justify it.
You're trying to justify him jumping out of the octagon by saying his blood was just boiling. I mean, it was just bad blood and all this other shit. That's not justification of him.
It doesn't matter.
The best thing, of course, is what Darius said. He won the fight. You get your belt. You stand over him like, damn.
Yeah, we all agree with that point.
He escalated with it. Like, there was
it
no
was
point.
already escalated, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was already.
That fight ain't had what Conor has nothing to do with his entourage. If you beat Conor ass,
if the bus incident didn't happen, do you think what happened last night would have happened?
No.
Exactly. Exactly.
They're both wrong.
Because
they're both
that's
wrong.
different. That's okay. Like you. I don't see how y'all don't get it. That shit was insane. When I saw that, it was insane. That was like some backstage WWE shit. Like this nigga,
if it looks like WWE shit, then it looks fake. It looks like it's not. All of that
crazy. That's how it looked.
It was not.
The bus was leaving. This nigga's throwing shit through buses.
This nigga jumped out the ring and had his nigga jump in the ring. Start jumping. Come on, man.
Like I said,
come on, bro. The
part with them attacking Conor is that's crossing the line. That's the bad part. That's
not worse than him throwing
Wait. I got this. Yeah. So you just asked if we think if what Conor did do, if he didn't do that, do we think what Khabib did would have happened? You said if Conor never threw the chair through the bus window, that Khabib wouldn't have hopped out the octagon.
No, wouldn't have done.
If Khabib wouldn't have hopped out the octagon, would his people have hopped in?
No. No, they wouldn't have.
So he escalated everything.
What happened that night could have been avoided by Khabib. That's duh. He didn't have to do what he did. But
what we trying to say?
There's a series of unfortunate events.
4 people.
Conor McGregor
that
started this.
But listen, this is what you gotta understand is that both are wrong. But just because,
but you trying to say, what's name is worse.
If a nigga,
that's what you trying to say.
I mean, I get what y'all saying. Like, he can't control the punishment he was dealt down. But I don't like that people are just trying to like make Khabib to be out the worst person ever. When Conor is doing all this shit that's just as bad, if not worse. And like, I can understand like y'all morally, of course, everything is wrong. Like, the whole situation is wrong. Damn, Eddie, can I talk? Can I talk, my nigga? We on the same side. Can I talk, my nigga?
Yeah, you do a whole lot of talking. Yeah, I ain't got one word.
I'll say one last thing. Both parties were wrong in what they both did. I do feel
should they both be punished?
What, both parties?
Yeah.
I think Khabib should get the same punishment that Conor McGregor got. Just because it was in the arena and all this, the locations, I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter. What Conor did was just as bad, if not worse, to me. And the same punishment Conor got, Khabib should have to take anger management. He should have to do community service, and that'd be it.
All right. That's it.
That's not I'm done with the topic.
Shut the fuck up.
We are a half hour in on that one. 31 minutes.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
All right, let's get right back into it.
Wait, I had some.
I got a point I want to make. Yeah.
Fuck it, B.
Right?
No, fuck
No, we done. We done. Next topic. We done.
We gonna stick with sports, y'all. We gonna go to shit. We can stick with sports and we can stick to fighting. Let's talk about this nigga LaMelo Ball taking off on this nigga in the middle of a basketball game. What did y'all think of that? Did you see the footage of it?
Yeah, that nigga must have been stressing out about something.
I want to know how y'all feel about this though, because y'all don't like that shit. What about it?
So we about to get right back into that.
Right, y'all gonna be like, hey, he was a real nigga for Simon up there.
No,
that's unprofessional shit, even though I agree.
It's still unprofessional. Still unprofessional.
It's what LaMelo did was justified, but they should both still be disciplined.
Justified?
You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga hit him in the back of his head. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he did something in the back of his head. So yes, LaMelo should have took off with him, but at the same time, it's still you can't be fighting. So it's like they should both be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if a nigga whoop your sister ass, if you go kill him, it's justified, but you're still going to jail. Same thing like what you're saying. Like we get like no, I'm saying but it's like
this podcast got dark as hell.
Like no, because I'm trying to hop right back into what we talking about before. Like we get why, but that doesn't mean that there should be consequences because we understand.
I'm not saying there shouldn't be consequences. Then we go back to.
Can we stop going back to that?
Hey, nigga, that nigga Khabib is a bitch. Alright, he's a bitch. What he did was wrong.
Man, stop!
Take his belt away from him. Take his money, keep his money in the way.
If they strip his belt, we're going back to it. If they strip him of his belt, other than what Dana,
watching UFC every game.
I don't think Dana wants to strip him of his belt because Dana's even like he said it's disgusting, but he ain't like making a huge deal. Oh, he is kind of. But he said if the commission suspends him for a crazy amount of time, then he'll strip him of his belt.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't get suspended by the Nevada Commission. Whatever.
He's coming off the belt.
He won't be stripped.
He's coming off the belt.
But he probably will be. So yeah, LaMelo Ball, real nigga.
Alright, no more topics of fighting. No more topics of fighting. You don't keep on going.
Whatever.
LaMelo Ball, real nigga. Did what he's supposed to do. You know.
Yeah, he kept it
G real.
He kept it G real. Have some
big kids, anyways.
So because a nigga do this. He's just gonna take off on his face.
Do it to me.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't punch him, and he didn't like start wailing on him. He just slapped the shit out of this.
You slapped back in the head. Slap
me in the back of my head.
Don't do that. You
best believe I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. So
we good. We even. So drop it like that.
Shit, Eddie House bitch ass. His ass should have smacked. What's his name? When he smacked his ass.
Who you talking about?
Eddie House.
Yeah, I forgot who. He was busting some. He was busting somebody's ass, and the nigga smacked him after he hit a three.
Yeah.
Man, his light skinned ass gonna stand there like.
Is that Kobe?
No, it wasn't Kobe.
Like Kobe.
It was a.
Fuck.
It was somebody on.
It was Boston versus what team was it? Cause he was. Oh no, Rayford Austin.
Yeah,
that's who it was.
Yeah,
He was fucking him up in that game. and he gonna
He
slap me.
smacked his head, and then Eddie Hall just gonna stand there.
I'm
Like,
gonna beat the fuck out of it, nigga. Because I'm whooping your ass on this court. You gonna slap me? Yeah, right now.
All right, back to Embiid.
So back to Embiid.
We off that.
But the nigga
Kyrie. Speaking of Boston. Damn, my segue's on point today.
Yeah, good job.
So Kyrie has voiced his, I guess, pleasure in playing in Boston. So he's.
I think it's just
he announced it.
I think it's just a stunt. Just I don't think he's gonna do it.
Oh,
man, you think he's gonna renege?
I don't think he's
this
gonna
ain't
do
New
it.
York talk right here.
Right.
No,
Let's hear it.
Ain't no New York talk.
What is it?
Cause you gotta look at it like, all right, they got Terry Rozier already, right? He showed them what he can do.
So
why?
That's a moving piece.
Nah, they're not. I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't
Why
think.
not?
are you about to
You
talk
think
about
they gonna get
Kyrie's
rid of
health?
Kyrie before they get rid of Rozier?
Yeah,
Why?
cause they're
Kyrie's old. He's
he can't play a full season anyways. That's one thing.
what?
He can't.
Since
When
when?
the last time you heard Kyrie play all 82 games? Or even 60 games?
Kyrie missing
Yes.
that many games in a season?
He
That's
hasn't
an
get-
actual
he-
thing?
He
Kyrie
played
missing
one full.
nowadays?
He played one full season one time. Was the year before LeBron got there.
Well,
That's
there's
the
a
last
lot of
time
rookies that will play every
He
single game. Doesn't
he
mean
wasn't a rookie.
How many games did he play the year that he won the championship with
2016?
LeBron?
He played six. I think it was 64 or 62.
Yeah, he played a good amount.
doesn't mean he's not valuable.
Nobody's saying he's not valuable, but they're not about to pay him over $100 million if they got a guy who haven't missed.
What?
If they got a guy who haven't
You
missed.
don't think Kyrie's next contract is going to be over $100 million?
Boy,
Stop it.
stop.
Stop
Kyrie's
it.
not going nowhere. He's gonna re-sign with
I
Celtics,
don't think.
and I'm gonna call it right now. Celtics gonna beat Golden State this year.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Yeah.
That's a nice little hot take right there.
Celtics are loaded, and they
They got a chance. I ain't gonna
They
lie.
have,
got a chance.
they have the best chance in the NBA with the healthy Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even need Gordon Hayward. With the healthy Kyrie plus Jason Tatum,
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown,
Yeah.
Al Horford,
But-
Marcus Smart. They
got it.
have a rough team that can score. They can put on points.
But you got to see how all of them play together now that Kyrie and Hayward
Stop
back.
it. Stop.
No, you got to think about that too, because
Chemistry and camaraderie.
all that shot,
It
all
definitely
them shots Jason Tatum had, they ain't gonna be there.
They ain't gonna be there, but you got
he
Kyrie.
ain't gonna have no. He ain't gonna.
Kyrie
He averaged like 22 shots. He's not shooting 22 shots when
you don't
Kyrie
have
ended
to.
it.
You don't. That's not. I don't think they're gonna have a problem spreading the ball because they didn't when Kyrie wasn't there. I don't see why they would.
They have. No, I'm saying
The Cavs is
Because
running
listen-
better, but you see what happened. No.
that. Tell me, they didn't have a start.
They did.
So last year they didn't have a start, so they had to play that team ball. But
Right.
now that they got Hayward and Irving come back, that's gonna,
I see what you're
that's
saying.
gonna take away from Rozier.
Terry Rozier's not
That's
starting.
gonna take
Terry
over
Rozier's not
Rozier.
getting ticked.
He's not getting any minutes. Yeah.
Terry Rozier's
That's
not
why I
getting
didn't
ticked.
understand what he was saying about
Right.
it. Because with Kyrie starting at the beginning of the season and playing the majority of the games,
Yeah.
even if you say he's not going to play a full season,
I think
him playing the majority
for
of
him
those
to
games,
for him to stay there,
Rozier's not going to get enough clock to make
he
a
have to be
difference.
there. He have to be there the whole season.
Who, Kyrie?
Yeah, he doesn't have. He can't miss. He can't miss like half a season.
No.
He's not
Boston.
going to miss a half a season.
Boston's gonna give him whatever he wants. Kyrie's there. Like
Yeah,
he's in Boston.
he's
now.
definitely a Boston native now.
And that team, like I said, is gonna be Golden State this year.
I don't know
Kyrie.
because
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Cousins after the All-Star break.
Damn, Kyrie gonna be healthy, man. He got his knee. He got his knee figured out.
Who can you stop on the Warriors, bro? They got from 1 to 5. They got all niggas that can shoot. The only weak link I probably say is Draymond Green.
Well, Draymond Green's trash, but damn, they did get DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
He might not be 100% though.
No, they said he's gonna be back
Shit,
after
he's
the All-Star
gonna
break.
be
at
100%?
70% is
After the All-Star break, he's gonna be 100% after the All-Star break.
That's tough, but then you got him
That's-
down low, so that's
All they gotta do is maintain until he gets back, and then when he gets back,
damn. They got Kevin Durant. I'm forgetting Kevin Durant somehow.
How the fuck you forget
I don't
the state
even
best
know.
player? What?
Man, that's gonna be.
Yeah,
I still gotta go with Boston, man. I feel like defensively, Boston is better than Golden State. I think they can. I think
That's
they're
true.
gonna do
That's
it. I think they're gonna get it done. They young, they hungry. They can score. They can score with Golden
ball.
State. They can't score with Golden State.
Way better than anybody.
Way smoother than anybody else.
They ball movement is what.
We're gonna see.
All those 3
We're gonna see. That's my. I don't even know if it's a dark horse because I think it's gonna be. I think everybody agrees it's gonna be Boston and
out the
Warriors
East
this year. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be Boston out the East for sure.
So
unless Toronto is just
no.
Kawhi Leonard just come out of nowhere and just start doing some unnecessary things.
David Van, what's his name? David Van Earl David or some shit.
I wish I would have had
done.
Leonard's
laugh.
Yeah, if I would have had that queued up to here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good season though.
What else did we have? We had the lineups. I guess we just discussed a little of that with Boston's lineup. They had the photo ops for the opening season lineups. LA had 2 separate photos. They had more of their veteran core, and then they had the picture of their like younger squad.
Yeah.
How do we feel about those?
I still don't know what line. I don't know, man. The Lakers.
We don't know LA's full
right
1 to 5 right now.
All we know is Rondo's starting until Lonzo get back.
I know they got a lineup for
Golden State.
For Golden State, def lineup.
That def lineup.
They said they got it's going to be Rondo, Lonzo, Stevenson. No, Stevenson.
Kuzma center.
Yeah. No, LeBron the center.
LeBron.
Kuzma at the 4.
Yeah.
And then LeBron at the 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's they call it the Hollywood. Yeah, they call it the Hollywood something. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, it sounds good, but
the only thing I feel bad about that lineup is you only have 2 shooters.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Rondo and Lonzo and Stevenson are not shooters. They're they're probably just gonna be there for like.
So you really only got 1 shooter, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what you say. I'm sorry. Man.
Stop it. LeBron jump shot is here. He has a jumper.
I mean,
that mug it's
that's
efficient.
Who I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about Kuzma?
Yeah, Kuzma ain't
Kuzma got jump shot like
pure shooter like that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, shooter, but he's not. Yeah, he's that second best out of that lineup. Yeah,
that's the sad part.
Out of that lineup, he's the second best.
But
no, he does not.
Yeah, he does, man.
But you got.
What is his shooting percentage for the last season?
I don't know. What is that?
Oh, okay. Somebody look that up for me and keep it to yourself. Oh man! All right, we have. I think that was it for sports.
Shit. Yeah, you got that.
Going to. We had a few battles coming up. Summer Madness 8 is on the way. I believe that's next month.
Summer Madness 8.
Summer Madness 8. That's Battle of the Dons.
Yeah.
Quickly before y'all get into this, Kuzma shot 45% from the field, 36% beyond 3.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he wasn't
We can't start with Tay-Rock. We gotta start with the main event. The main event on that card is gonna be Hollow the Don versus John the Don.
Man, that's gonna.
I got it.
I got Hollow. Easy.
No, I got John.
You got John?
I got
I
it.
got John.
You about to rap? Oh shit!
I got 2-1.
He from New York, B.
2-1
But Hollow.
2-1 Hollow.
But I want to say 3-0 Hollow. Because I don't like John the Don.
Yo,
I mean, he's okay.
did I say Hollow?
I see, like, he's
That's
talented.
what you said.
But
I got John 2-1.
you got
I
John?
got John 2-1. Yeah.
I
got
got
John.
John
You're
too.
tweaking.
I got John. Easily.
I got John too.
Easily.
Hollow is...
Yo, John been on fire,
I don't think
John been
Yeah,
on
but
fire.
Hollow is... He's
I don't think it's
really
gonna be
good at
easy, but-
adapting
No, and that's
to
not gonna be
people's
easy. Yeah, it's gonna be
styles
easy.
and, like...
Yeah.
Hollow's smart, man. He
Right.
know how
It
to
could
balance.
be a
He's not
toss-up.
like... Man, Hollow's gonna... He might 3-0 that nigga.
I understand.
He's not catching it.
But I say 2-1.
The legendary status of a Hollow because he has been around for so long and has taken on the likes of everybody except Moot.
All the greats.
He's taken
Basically.
on all of the greats. My thing is though, Hollow hasn't put together a performance
Like an incredible performance.
that was incredible from beginning to end.
And John has. What battle are you
I can't put John on that same scale because John isn't on that legendary status, so I'm not going to judge him that way. Okay. For Hollow, to me, for you to be of this legendary status,
you gotta do that.
You have to have a battle where everyone remembers that battle. Everyone remembers multiple bars from that battle. You have like a highlighted segment in that battle. When I think of Hollow, what's the first battle that comes to my mind?
Verb.
And when did that battle take place?
Okay, but I mean, the Hitman battle. Lux.
When did that battle take place?
That Hitman battle was not that wasn't a good battle. That was a bad Hollow and Hitman.
Dude, all I'm trying to say, because Darius following me, all I'm trying to say is Hollow, his battles aren't as good as people make him out to be. Mm-hmm. That people make his skills out to be. I understand he's
him and
top lyricist. He's very capable of freestyling whenever he needs to. But my thing is, if you're not putting together a battle with 3 rounds of you just spazzing the fuck out on somebody and bodying somebody, when was the last body bag we saw from a Hollow? When was the last clear win we've seen from a Hollow?
I don't think Hollow got a body or a clear win.
I don't think John has body either.
No, again, I can't judge John along those same lines.
Okay.
Because John isn't considered a legend in this game. When I judge John, I'm saying to myself, okay, in his last few battles, he's gotten a couple 2-1 clear wins. That's how I can judge him. I can't judge him along the lines of having a dominant performance over somebody where he's just bodying them. I don't have to, because John's not of that upper tier.
So what do you call it? What do you consider to be?
And he lost A-Bird, just FYI.
Who?
Hollow. He lost A-Bird. Just one.
Hollow. Oh yeah, he definitely lost A-Bird. He said everybody lost A-Bird. A-Bird does. He does take a lot of people out. He's had a couple of L's that we can call, but for the most part, Verb is that nigga. Hollow though. Hollow and John. I'm having a hard time picking a winner for this one. I feel like Hollow should win.
2-1.
2-1.
You can get all 3 around.
But I don't think he will win.
I think John will win.
I think Hollow's gonna have some shit.
I think John is going to come with too much material.
Yeah.
And I think Hollow is going to come with a lot of jokes.
Like he usually do.
He's definitely going to try and reclaim his name as far as the Don, so he might have a Don scheme in there somewhere where he's trying to
he's gonna style on him. He's definitely going to style on him.
Definitely going to try and style on him, but you can't really style on the John. So, I don't know. I want to see Hollow do well. I want him to win the battle. I just don't think he will. So I'm gonna say 2-1 John. So I guess we got everybody's thoughts on that one. The other battle that's been confirmed is Tay Rock versus Pat Stay.
It don't really excite me. I'm gonna have oh shit, can't wait. I'm not really excited. Because Pat Stay,
I don't know. I mean,
you just gave Pat Stay a win over the man who you say everyone loses to, Bird. So he thinks Pat Stay beat Bird.
Chill.
You think Pat Stay beat Bird?
I think he beat Verb. I think he beat Edge.
I think Verb,
because their styles are so different.
3-0. I honestly feel like he did 3-0.
He 3-0.
There's a lot of people think Pat Stay 3-0 Verb.
I mean,
so I mean, I can see
I felt the same way. I felt the same way too, but
I don't think Verb clearly won any round.
Just for
Verb
being
won the second.
who he is.
Yeah, I can see the second, but at the same time, I can see
how can you say
I can see it, but I don't think he did. Okay. I can see it, but I don't think.
Okay.
But Pat Stay and Tay Rock.
I got Tay Rock all 3 rounds. I'm gonna say that.
I got Tay Rock.
Yeah, I think
2-2.
If Verb can 3-0 Pat Stay, why can't Tay Rock? That's my point of view. So I think Pat's gonna come with a whole lot of fucking jokes again.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he did against Verb. And
hopefully, Tay Rock.
Where's the event gonna be at? Where's it?
In London.
In London, yeah.
London.
In London.
You gotta get past the one round in London.
But hopefully we
That's a good point.
Yeah,
the crowd. We do have
you gotta
to
get
take
past
into
that.
consideration the crowd. He may win over the crowd for a round.
Fuck the crowd. Fuck that. Tay-Rock is gonna get all the rounds.
I'm with you, D. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Hopefully.
I'm trying to let this nigga win.
Fuck all that.
I'm with you, D.
Fuck that. He's gonna buy that nigga. But hopefully we get a good Rock. Because last Rock with Hitman, I can't believe Hitman 3-0 Rock. It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. I guess, cause I mean, everybody knows like Tay-Rock. Okay, Tay-Rock's gonna get around, but I mean, Tay-Rock didn't get a round close. But hopefully we get a good Tay-Rock, man.
What's the next battle?
Those are the only two that's been confirmed for Summer Madness 8 so far. But what else do we want to get into? I guess we can go to Daredevil Season 3 trailer. What y'all think about that one?
Batman will beat Daredevil ass. Let's talk about it. Batty Man will beat Devil Man ass.
You sure you want to do this when Reese not here? That's your man. I got my man's right here. You sure you want to get into this without Reese?
Hey, your man's not here.
Yeah, I'm wait. Yo, Reese, I got you, man. Going back. I ain't trying to get jumped,
Let's talk about the trailer.
Alright, so the trailer, man, it definitely sparked a lot of interest for me. I watched the first 2 seasons. I absolutely love the first 2 seasons.
I don't watch that, so
super dope show.
I watch it.
Yeah, Daredevil is super dope.
Yeah.
His hands are just crazy. That man, he
all-time
throws,
hands team.
Man, he is definitely on the all-time hands team. In the trailer, though, it shows Matt Murdock, Daredevil, revert back to his old disguise of just a black mask over his face, rather than his actual Daredevil outfit or costume, whatever you want to call it. So that alone showed to me that this nigga is about to be in the dark place in this season. Like he's really familiar on some, grimy type shit. Because I feel like he's just not gonna give a fuck about nothing this season. And in the trailer, I think he said something about the only way to beat evil is to what did he say?
Like, I thought I could fight darkness, or I don't know, something like that.
Something crazy like that. But it just insinuated he's about to kill somebody. He's gonna catch a body this season. Like, somebody gotta die by his head. It's like, so I'm really excited for it. They had Bullseye in there, dressed up as Daredevil to kind of
betray him.
Portray him in the light to the world that he's evil. To get them to turn against him. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But it looks like a really dope season.
I haven't seen the trailer yet. But
me either. But you just told me on it.
Yeah.
Have you seen season 1 or season 2?
Nope.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I'm hopping right into the season.
Oh, dude, that show was called. It looks like
I'm hopping straight into the season.
Like, what's going on? Who's Daredevil?
Exactly.
He's just about to be whooping niggas' ass like he always do.
Yeah, definitely.
Catching bodies.
And hopefully somebody from DC pop him in the show.
No, we don't want nobody from DC. They don't want these hands.
Nah.
Yeah.
Batman, somebody.
Somebody.
Batman don't work. Batman don't want it. Aquaman don't want it. Cyborg don't want it.
Cyborg don't want it.
Nigga, Superman don't want it.
Superman don't want it. Nigga flying around.
Fucking leave that nigga shit. Leave that nigga shit.
Damn,
uppercut that nigga.
All Matt gotta do is get some little kryptonite, one of his little sticks. Done deal.
Kryptonite? Yo, that nigga was Superman weak. Kryptonite can still stop him, man.
Get out of here, fam.
No, I'm not going.
Yeah, Daredevil season 3 gonna be nice. What is it, October 19th?
Yes, next week.
Next week?
Yes. Woo! Something that's not on the list that you just reminded me of with the date.
Halloween.
There's a movie coming out.
Halloween. What's?
No, I'm just.
No.
I do Halloween coming out.
It's gonna be cold.
That shit gonna be cold.
I'm definitely
Michael
coming out.
Myers coming out.
Yeah, that's Halloween.
That's Halloween.
Yeah. Yo, I heard that's the best one, and IGN gave it like a 9. So IGN gave it a 9.
Might be worth taking a
It's a
look
9.
at. We can review
Fat
it on
9.
the podcast.
Yeah, man. It's a 9.
I'm actually getting this is
What?
there's another date, but I think October 30th is Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out.
October
I'm
26.
26. That looks really good, and I'm getting that game. I don't get a lot of games, but I'm definitely getting that
Good
one.
game.
Alright,
We get
so
off.
y'all want to get
Let's
that?
let Keys get back to this thing. But yeah,
Okay,
right there.
we're definitely
Yeah,
getting
you got fist pound.
I was just gonna bring up a movie that I think is going to be pretty dope for the culture.
Damn, but Red Dead's gonna be really good.
Red Dead's gonna be dope though. But the movie
I
is
think I know the movie you're
called,
talking about.
Hate You Give.
It's coming up.
Yeah, The Hate You Give.
Mm-hmm.
That comes
Yo, I seen a
out
trailer to that.
October
That shit look
12th, I
crazy.
believe. Yeah.
That looks
It
good.
looks really interesting. It has a all-star cast lineup. Like, it's got at least 10 celebrities in that movie, so it's gonna be really dope. I can't wait to see it. I think that's something that we should probably.
Oh yeah.
I saw the trailer for it and I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know. It implied or something.
it's gonna strike a nerve for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
gonna incite some type of feelings or emotions. But
I think the girl was a witness to like some black kid getting killed.
Star.
what you say?
Ed talking over me, my nigga.
Yeah,
Tripping.
Yeah, y'all gotta chill out a little.
we're definitely
Recording right now. Recording.
Full blown conversation. Yeah, like fuck
Yeah, we're like, who the fuck are you talking to?
Like the nigga with the black and white shirt. What the fuck you talking to?
Yeah, talking to himself.
Hey, he's going. This nigga from New York, B. Like, excuse this nigga.
anyways,
But it's like I guess a white cop killed a black teen. And
Yeah.
I don't know. From the trailer, it made it seem like she didn't want to tell what happened or something. I was like,
No,
watch this.
like if she tell, I guess she's telling against the police department.
Right.
Yeah, and they trying to make her not to tell.
Well, she's from the hood. She's from a urban place, but she goes to like a super rich white school. So I guess she's conflicted or something. I don't know. I mean, I'll go see it, but I ain't like that trailer.
I think it's gonna be pretty interesting.
No, it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna go see it.
Especially what
You better tell that white ass cop who just murdered this black kid. Like, I ain't trying to see no conflicted nothing. This shit, no. You better tell what happened.
Yeah.
especially what like
But I will-
everything been happening.
Right,
I think
exactly.
that's gonna be a good movie.
I saw though that the lady, one of the screenwriters for that movie died.
Damn.
Like a couple days ago before the movie. When is it supposed to come out?
Dude.
It's coming out
Cue
next
the
month,
gap,
next
man,
weekend.
dude. Cue the gap, man. We're getting way too dark on this fight.
bro, chill.
Hey, Reese, leave this shit get dark, nigga.
I promise.
Speaking of dark, let's get the sad. Sad after the way.
What's that?
What else?
Triple X?
Triple X.
Yeah,
Something like that. Speaking dark.
I just
That's
saw
a
that.
dark
Yes.
episode.
Man.
They recently just released a video of his shooting of how he what all led up to it, and I feel like, man, if anybody is like in that situation, just like give it up, man. It doesn't matter. You got a fucking chain, a nice ass car, like your life means way more than that, luxury shit. Just give it up, man.
It's definitely a sad situation. They show footage of the guys walking into the store where Triple X was at, shopping around, and then they show footage of, I believe, 2 different individuals who were with those guys.
It was 4 total.
Yeah, kind of set him up or whatever, and try to rob him for whatever he had.
He had like a lot of money in the bag.
And like Darius was saying, to anybody who's in any situation like that, your life is definitely more important than any materialistic thing. So if it's money, chains, a car, anything like that, give that shit up. It is not worth losing your life over.
Fuck that.
Y'all going for it?
You're giving it up.
You giving
You're
it
definitely giving it up.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you definitely giving it up. Never gotta have with that.
You got a family, you got
Hell
kids.
yeah. What you want?
Oh, okay. That's what you were saying. But hey, it goes the other way around too. If you're robbing someone, like it's not like the money's not worth killing someone.
Right.
You don't have to kill them. There's a way to rob.
But the thing is,
like,
but listen though,
classy,
you would be the one to know.
No, the thing is like
Bro.
most death like that don't just walk in like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill that nigga. Like sometimes it's like when you got a gun and you got it to somebody like this, and if the person moves like a little flinch, you get nervous like, oh shit, I don't know if they're gonna take out a gun or not. So you
have a gun on me. Why are you nervous?
I'm saying
out of here. Well, I was gonna rob him, but then he started moving.
Yeah, he started moving. So that's most
That's what every cop's excuse is.
You're nervous and you got a gun on me.
No, when you work at every job, when they tell you say, oh, if there's a intruder that comes in the building, they tell you so don't make no any
like
flinch. Don't even flinch nothing, because if you flinch, shit, he might think, oh yeah, you got something. Yeah, so
like I said, that's every cop's excuse right now. Like I didn't know he's gonna like you got a gun at me and I'm supposed to be calm. Like nigga, you supposed to be calm. Like I'm nervous. I'm scared.
The nigga was reaching for his cell phone. This nigga said, "Oh yeah, I thought it was a black Glock he was getting."
Yeah, so.
But
everything was like a gun to a cop.
But back to Triple X story. It was a backstory of the shooting. They said the dudes that got into Triple X. It was like a backstory that Triple X did something to one of their cousins, and so and so. And
yeah. I don't know much about him, but he said he was kind of he was out there, and it's just unfortunate. Caught up to him and murdered. What was he like? 20?
20. He was 20.
Yeah, he was 20. If you attack somebody else's family.
Well, we don't know exactly.
We don't know what happened.
I'm saying I'm going by what he just said. Like, if you attack somebody, like you can't.
We don't know what he did to his family. But
we don't know what we did. It's just something going on.
It ain't worth that. But
But
shit. They play devil's advocate and shit. This is not the play devil's advocate type of situation. Well, shit.
On the other hand, I mean,
what the X did? We ain't talking about what X did. Yeah.
He didn't give him his chain down.
So why did he give it to him?
I guess that's everything on the list for today. Did y'all have heat checks at all?
No heat checks.
No heat checks.
But shit.
That's it.
That is episode 3.
Yeah, sign us out, bro.
Of
the
One Way Podcast.
Yeah.
Special Eddie for being here.
Thank you, bro.
I do what I do.
You'll never be back again. We do appreciate your time.
One time.
We do appreciate your time.
Somebody gonna get sick. I know he's gonna get sick.
Voice coming from outside the camera. We appreciate
you. Might come in here real quick.
But yeah.
Damn, ghost number 1, Rick.
That's it, man.
All right, we out here.
Oh, shit.